This here, this one of our groups that are around the London area. I'm showing you this because I'm trying to create a story, trying to create an enterprise. What's an enterprise? It's a venture. And the enterprise that I'm creating has 8 different paths to what's possible. And what's possible, you look at what's in the world today and you see all these movies, all these stories. That's why I'm creating stories told unfold. I would like people to want to play these characters. And by playing these characters, I can write the story, I can write what the characters say. But when you look at I can only do me. So if I was to have you come and play a character, you know what I would want? I want you to know the story and then write from your character's point of view as to what your character is going to say. Because it's probably going to be better than what I write. And that's the beauty of people. Because everybody brings something that's them into and makes better. That's why companies ask, and they have a little suggestion box for the employees and for the customers, because you go into grocery stores or any restaurant or donut shop or any place where food is offered. I'm going to ask you, there's nothing that I can make that I would have to patent. And if I did patent something, I would patent it so that the people who want to work with me have a livelihood making custom creations. And that's one of the paths to my business. A story, and then 7 different paths to custom creations. Every one creating employment for towns and cities and communities, all in there to help them become self-sustaining, right? So this here, what I'm asking for in this commercial is in reading about this group, about why this group was created, I highlighted the points shared. Now, because we are all here for our own reasons, I would like to ask, what would make you, each of you, want to make a new game? Now, with that said, you look at every game out there, whether it's free, played in schools, at sports arenas, or even just by yourself. Free games have been created and you don't have to buy nothing. Tag. You get to play tag with your friends, doesn't cost a thing. Kick the can. You can grab anything, it doesn't have to be a can. It can be garbage. It can be pretend. And you can kick the air playing hide and go seek. Now, when they created the basketball, look at basketball today. When they created the baseball, they had to create baseball gloves. Any sports team, any Olympic team, they've had to create multiple things specifically for that game. One, they need the equipment. So baseball, you need gloves, bats, hats, uniforms. Or you just needed a ball, and they had to make the ball. Same with basketball, they had to make a ball. Then they had to make basket, because kind of the bottom of a apple bushel basket just was not quite right. So they made an industry creating basketball nets and all the above. So with that said, before Dungeons and Dragons came along, they had a six-sided dice. And with that six-sided dice, there's so many games. And all you gotta do is buy the dice. Dungeons and Dragons come along, all of a sudden you got all these people who are writing as to attributes and everything that you can make these characters, and it tells you all about these characters and what they do and everything. And they made everything from a 4-sided dice all the way up to a 100-sided dice. Those dice didn't exist before somebody invented Dungeons and Dragons. Why'd they make a role-playing game like Dungeons and Dragons? First, who cares? But I'm going to tell you, my guess is so that little kids can develop relationships with other kids who want to play a fantasy role-playing game, empowering imagination. Now, this doesn't just help them with relationships, it also helps them in so many areas of life. Because just like a horoscope, numerology, and yes, religion too, all these things help you become the person that you love, somebody that you respect, and all the things that we hold as good. And we learn about villains and who they are and what makes them tick. And we learn all these different things, so we get to pick who we want to be. And this is the power of story. This is the power of invention and innovation. So, with that said, I'm inviting you to work with me, not just in creating games that you can't buy right now because they ain't made. We haven't made them yet. And when you look at that, it's an exciting thing. My delivery sucks. I should be all enthusiastic, everything. You know what? I'm not a sales guy. I'm just telling you. I already know what I want to make, and I know how to make it. But you look at all the philanthropists, all the rich, filthy rich people out there in the world, and then you look at their life, and it almost seems like this world has sucked all the heart and love and the ability to love from their relationships. I hear so many people, and I see all through history, it's all about what they can do, their talents, their abilities, their skills, their work. People become workaholics. And then you see other people go totally the opposite way, and they never want to work another day in their life, and they are retired on vacation, and both of them got common traits and denominators, like they're alone, and they can't have relationships unless the idea of being psychically connected to each other makes you a part of the community. Guess what? You're already part of the community. You don't need to be psychically connected. But if you are, then guess what? I'm going to bet there's a really good choice and reason why you chose that. What if it doesn't matter? You can be connected cyclically or naturally, just connected by, ooh, I like that person. Could you imagine being in a relationship where they don't like you, or they're forced through finances or any other means to be in your life? Oh my God. So, let's throw all that shit aside let's count on each other. No psychic connections, just a symbiotic equality the way it was meant to be, where I'm helping you and maybe you want to help me because it's good for me, it's good for you, and it's good for people I love, and it's good for the people you love. And with the rippling results, it's good for everybody else too. A game you can't buy. We ain't made it yet. The choices of games to make are many. Here's a quick list. Team games, one-on-one, solitary games, indoor games, outdoor games, either. Equipment, hoops, balls, dice, cards, you name it.
The library will be closing in half an hour.
Yes.
If you have material to sign out,
we can even
please
make
go to the checkout desk on the first floor.
We can even make new equipment, new cards, new dice, new, you name it, we can make it. I've already got many games in mind. I've already started making these games. But because of time, because I got to do dishes, make food, exercise, make friends, I got to live. I got to try to repair the relationships that have gone south. Why? Because I love those people. I always have. They mean the world to me. That's why I'm still here. Even though this world has shaped my behavior for many years, the people that I have known, I care about them. I care about my family, my extended family, and the people I have loved. I still love them. Not everybody's the same. Now with that, I'm going to share with you a little thought. Say you, me, anybody goes to a store, we go and buy stuff, we find out at home we spent too much money, or at least that's what our receipt says, because it doesn't add up. We can do the math. We got taught math a long time ago. We just don't do the math right there in the store because we're socializing, we got things on our mind, all this stuff. Now for, let's say, $5, you just write it off. But people who don't want to write it off, want to go back to the store, get their $5 back. And why is that? Everybody's got their own reason, but I thought about it as it happened to me just the other day, and I told one guy that was just standing at the bus stop with me, I said, you know, I wouldn't go back to the store because it's just not worth it. $5 is going to take me 2 hours, 4 hours, because I've already spent 2 hours on the bus and shopping and putting the food away and then having to grab the food that's in question to take it back and go spend all that time on the bus and transferring to another bus, all the above. I said, it's not worth it, not financially. But you know, like me, probably like other people too, you want to go back to that store, get it right, because then that means if you ever go to that store again, and you know, you probably already like the store, and that's why you would even bother, because you already like going there. Even if you don't go there all the time, you like the people, you like the store, you like the products, you're that you would never go in the first place. Or you're checking it out and you want to go back because you do like it, and if you don't go back and fix it, you're going to have hard feelings about it, and you're going to have, you're going to express those feelings in many different ways, maybe talking bad about the store, just like people, and destroying everything that's good about it. And so it's not about money. It's about being able to go back, fixing it, so that you can keep going back. It's just like your relationships. Thank you.